Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. We've got two interesting replays for you today. You're looking at a 212A on the eastbourne of Sand River, and it's under the command of Oxagon of ENJ0Y, and alongside him is Soul Collector in the G-Saw and Transy in the Cobra. So a three-player platoon, Tier 9 Soviet SPG, 3 marks of excellence on the barrel. And I think you're going to find that the next player that we're going to see after this one is equally interesting. He's making his way right to the very back, and he's on a slope actually, which actually will restrict his field of fire a little, but he's going for an E50M. Rounds out. It's a little too late, but he did get some stun. Okay, standard reload is 37.39 seconds. And I'm pretty sure that Oxagon's got that way down to about 28, 29 seconds. I think we saw him in a battle only recently. He was on the Glacier map, and I think he had something like 28 seconds. Going for an AMX50-100. Lines him up. Rounds out, looks good. Landed right next door to where the MX50-120 was located, so I would be very, very shocked if he didn't get something like 300 to 400 hit points of damage just from the splash alone. Okay, Transy and his platoon mate in this one, which is Soul Collector, have actually gone to the south end of the map, so they're backing each other up. Okay. Got a Wizzy 132A, which of course is a light tank. Rounds out, looks good. Very good. Penetrating shot, 809 hit points. It's a low roll, but it is a penetrating shot, and that's certainly going to hurt the enemy. Okay, that Wizzy 132 just won't give up. He's going after the game phase 1, but it's a big mistake because Soul Collector collects him and he's back in the garage. Rounds out in the Conqueror. It was a direct hit. The shell actually veered to the right, but it went right into the Conqueror. Right on the front of his tracks. He picked up another 303 hit points of damage from that one. Now, I may have mentioned the reload time, 37.39 seconds. And we can see that the Oxagon's got a reload time of 28.35. Rounds out, looks well placed, but they both pull away. The Conqueror does take some splash damage because he had his rear end facing to the shell when it went off. The E50 managed to get away without getting any damage at all, but he got stunned. Now he's using the B4 howitzer, which is the 203mm howitzer. It's capable of doing 900 alpha and penetrating 52mm of armor with a 10.4 meter burst radius. The Carnarvon, well, bad news to him because he got way too close to us and then he took a direct hit. He's down, out of the game, and we picked up his hit points as 355 of damage and the rest is stun assist. So far, Oxagon's doing very well because he's almost got the same amount of the actual damage as he has stun assist. In fact, if you include that shot on the AMX50-100, who we can see here. Oh, we got him! He wiped him out! He just got a direct hit while it was a blind shot because the AMX50-100 disappeared, but he wiped him out completely, so I think these figures are going to be much, much higher now at the end of the game. Excellent shot. You can see how these high caliber guns really do make a big difference at this tier. In fact, both the games you're going to see are tier 9. Okay, Kampfpanzer 50 ton. Rounds out. Lands right in front of him for 219 hit points for splash. Dialed up. Come on. He really wants this guy. Always taking damage. Tramsey and Soul Collector are right up at the front. You can see them working the dunes at the moment, trying to keep them spotted. We're going for the Striv S1, who's trying to aim at them. And one of them, I think that may have been Tramsey, just got a hit. And Oxagon got the kill. Well, not the kill. No, it was Tramsey who got the kill in the Cobra from long distance. But I think it may have been Soul Collector who was spotting there in the G-Saw. There he is, just running through the camera. Doom Turtle, almost loaded. He just blasted away at somebody. Direct hit on him, 101 hit points. Of course, these beasts have very thick armor. Originally, they were armed with a 105mm gun, not the 155 as shown in the game, or the 120 that's shown in the game, depending on which level you're at. Oh, yes, Tramsey's coming up. Oh, is it Tramsey? No, that's Soul Collector in the G-Saw. Oh, and he just executed the Conqueror, and now he's behind the Doom Turtle, and the Doom Turtle can do nothing about it, because, of course, a G-Saw is a very light little tank, and he's just playing with him. Don't play with your food. Eat it. Yep, Doom Turtle can do nothing about it. He's got nowhere to hide. He's getting rounds pumped into his rear, where he's got the weakest armor. Rounds out. Here we go. Direct hit again, 435. We're picking up stun assist. Even the Progetto's joining in. And now we're aiming for the Fox, the CS52. We got some stun assist off that T95. We're trying to line up a shot on these two. The Samu would be easier to penetrate, even though it's a heavy tank. It's got very thin armor. But the Liss is a bigger threat at the moment to our teammates. Rounds out. Here we go. And it landed right next door to the Liss. And you can see Soul Collector's down below. And here comes Tramsey. They certainly want that target. And you can see that now Oxagon's transferred to the Striv 103B. Tramsey killed the Fox, by the way. He got him. So it's a good game for the team. Rounds out on the Striv. Lands next to him for 242. He's stunned. He should still be stunned. No, he's got rid of his stun. He used his first aid kit. There's still an EBR behind that Patriot. The Patriot's holding off the Striv, but there was an EBR nearby. It's an EBR 105. This is a tier 10 game with tier 8 tanks in it. Yep, he's indicating that EBR, he needs help. Oh, somebody hit the Striv. And before we could get the kill shot in, Tramsey hit him again and took him out. We lose the Patriot, but the EBR is now the last enemy tank, and he's very low on hit points. So if we can get a direct hit on target, then this guy will be toast. Well, either that or even a near miss, actually. And, oh, we don't need to worry about that. He does a tumble because Soul Collector gets the kill. That platoon had 9 kills between them. Yes, 9 kills in that game. It was an ace tanker game for Oxagon of ENJ0Y in the 212A. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he managed to get 12. And he got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And his win rate in the game, 3,659, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the team score. But before we do that, there's that AMX 5100. I think it was the 5100. The guy he actually got the kill shot on. He did 420 hit points of damage, but he did actually hit him twice. It says only 1 stun, but that's the one that he blind shot out in the dunes as he was rolling through the camera. So, yes, he did actually get a lot of damage on that guy. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in this one because the highest damage actually went to Tramsey. Yes, Tramsey managed to get 5,385 hit points of damage. The second highest damage went to the E50M on the enemy team, Noob Destroyer, who picked up 4,462. And in third place was the ENJ0Y on our team with 4,344 hit points, with Oxagon getting fourth place on damage with 3,580. The EBR managed to tank Sniper, and you can see that, yes, Tramsey managed to get a high caliber out of that one. There's Soul Collector. He's picked up a patrol duty and a scout in the G-Saw with 1,566 hit points for damage. When it came to kills, yes, it's Tramsey. He got 5 kills in the game. 3 kills went to the Progetto 65 and to Soul Collector, who picked up 3. And 2 kills went to the Units 1516, the EPR 105 on the enemy team, and then Doom Turtle. And we can see that Oxagon only got the 1 kill. And where's the other? Looking down the list. No, we've got everybody there because, or have we? Yes, because Tramsey's at the top, Soul Collector's there, and then we've got Oxagon. So yes, I have been through all the others. Okay, when it came to base XP, look who's right at the top. It's the platoon. They got 9 kills between them, and they also got the top 3 base XPs. 1,239 went to Soul Collector, 1,120 went to the Cobra of Tramsey, and 1,104 went to Oxagon. So an absolutely fantastic battle, where the next highest scorer only had 766, and that was the Progetto 65. So these guys really dominated this battle in a very, very big way. Oxagon fired 15 rounds in the game, got 7 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot and 14 splash, damage of 3,580 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 1, and he also got 2,948 hit points of stun assist or 14 stuns, and that's where I think he managed to get the ace tanker, because he did a huge amount of damage and also a massive amount of stun. On a premium count, he earned 11,724 credits from the game, and he also picked up 1,656 experience points. So what a great game for 3 players working in unison. His teammates were out there spotting. In fact, I think you can see that that Soul Collector, if they come up, there you go, he spotted for 4,862 hit points of damage. Some of that was from Tramsey, and the rest of it was from Oxagon, because their shells were actually going in and hitting the enemy whilst Soul Collector was running around the battlefield to try and find people. And of course, getting a patrol duty and a scout medal, and I wouldn't be surprised if he also did manage to get a spotter out of that, which means that he would have actually got, and possibly an ace tanker to boot. In fact, I think it's almost certain that he got an ace tanker, which means he managed to get an ace Holy Trinity, which is getting the spotter medal, the patrol duty medal, and the scout medal. You've fulfilled all the duties of a light tank in the game. You've done as much as you can to help the team win. And it should be noted, actually, that, let's have a look if it shows it. Yes, 9 enemy vehicles spotted. So by going to the dunes, he actually helped to spot a lot of the enemy tanks. So that's the end of the first battle, a great battle with an ace and Confederate. Let's have a look at the second replay. The second replay is on the mines map, and we've got Oxydor in the Châtillon 155-55. Game on. Well, it's a tier 9 game with tier 8 tanks in it, but the Batchat 155-55 is a tier 9 Arty, and alongside him is a GW Tiger, who's already moving to his firing position. This battle is on the NA server, that's why Oxydor only has 2 marks of excellent showing, but he managed to get those second mark very, very quickly indeed, and he's working on his third one at the moment. Shouldn't be too long before he gets it. Just firing his firing position, and he's decided to stay here for the moment so he can get good shots on the enemy. Okay, oh, this looks very juicy indeed. He's loaded, ready to go. Rounds out. Direct hit. He stuns at least 2 of them. I think he may have stunned 3 actually, but he got a direct hit on the M451. Okay, let's have a look. Well, we can definitely hit the M451 the way he keeps moving in, and there's a chieftain there as well, lined up. He's going to go for the M451 again. Splashes him for 182, and it looks like the GW Tiger did the same. He went for the AMX M451. Standard reload for this Arty is 28.76 seconds. And Oxagon has got, or Oxydor I should say, not Oxagon, has got a reload time of about 21 seconds, I believe. Maybe 22. Oh, we got an M41 Bulldog coming in very quick. You can see him on the minimap. We are out in the open and we've been spotted, which means now we have to get into cover because the GW Tiger Rob just got killed. Oh, shotgun! Well, yep, he saw to that M41. He nuked him with a 155mm round. Now, he went unspotted. He meant as if he was going to go around the corner, but then he stopped and turned around or backed up because he wants to fool the enemy Arty into where he's actually gone. There's 2 enemy Arty, a GW Tiger and an M53, M55. I would not be surprised if they try to counter battery at this moment, but they probably won't have it exactly right. The enemy Arty's been spotted. There he is, the M53, M55, rounds out on him. Oh, and he got the kill! Okay, he's taken out one of the enemy Arty. We saw the other one, the GW Tiger, just briefly. These guys in the center rock are very, very light on health now. He could probably take out the E75, but he's going for the GW Tiger instead, who's backing up into the corner. Launches the round in. Rounds out. That's a kill. Okay, so it's now Arty free for his teammates, and he can let them know. And the guy he just killed was called Arty Killed My Dog. Oh dear. Yes. What a name to have for an Arty player. Okay, AMX M451 takes another direct hit, 74 hit points. Now, luckily, he didn't suffer any damage from that M41 Bulldog, but that could have been really bad. But Oxydor managed to get a direct hit on the guy, and yeah, that was the end of his game. Not going to play around anymore. ISM rounds out, lands next door to him, and he's stunned. He's pulling back. He obviously didn't like that. If you're side scraping like that and you get an HE round land on you, it can be awkward. He's using the correct method, which is to go to overhead mode and see exactly where the fall of shot's likely to be. Unfortunately, the rock face is in the way, so he's going to have to move. But he only doesn't have to move very far. Of course, now he doesn't have to worry about moving at all, simply because there's no enemy Arty to affect him. We're 2 up on the enemy at the moment. He's going to try for another shot on the ISM. Rounds out. Perfect. Landed right next door to the guy. That's bound to have shaved some hit points off him. Now, we're 2 up on the enemy, but we are down when it comes to damage. And you just saw that Oxydor spotted an enemy tank was trying to creep up. Okay, he's lined up another shot, but he's changed his mind. The M451's there again. And this time he's got the EPR 75. Well, the M451 takes the shot, but the EPR was stunned. He might want to think about getting that EPR because he could be a danger to us later on. Okay, we land a round on them. Rounds out, looks good. Oh! That was unfortunate. The shell actually hit, I think it was the side of the castle walls, and didn't hit either of the tanks. And here they come. They're trying to get into the castle grounds. Our EBR 75 FL10 escapes, rounds out. Oh, that's a perfect shot. 244 hit points. Takes out the 75 FL10 on the enemy team. And yes, he's just noted he's actually got the counter battery fire medal as well. I'm wondering why the program took so long to work that one out. We saw it a long time ago. Unfortunately, we've lost the control of the castle, and a Chieftain P has suddenly appeared on the middle island. So we're going to have to try and get a shot into him. Last spotted in that position. Worth a shot, a blind shot. Fully dialed in. Direct hit. That Chieftain's not going to be happy. But he didn't move, because if he does come out of hiding, the Scorpion G is going to nail him. Okay, in the castle grounds, we can see the AMX M451. Chieftain's on the move, and our Scorpion hasn't hit him. Oh! But Oksydor did. 250 hit points. I always thought that shot wouldn't work because it was so low. The shell trajectory, it was almost, it wouldn't let him move ahead of the Chieftain. And so as a consequence, it was almost like it was possibly not going to get a hit. Now he's switching to the armor piercing rounds to try and get this M451. Rounds out. And he does get a pen. He pens him for 447 hit points. These armor piercing rounds are capable of 460 alpha and penetrating 310 millimeters of armor. But we have lost a number of teammates, and now we're in a pickle because there's only the Scorpion and the EBR 75 FL10 to protect us from the enemy tanks. It looks like that AMX M451 wants revenge. The enemy've got 3 heavy tanks. The Skoda T56 is moving up. He's got a lot of health. He's telling this guy to pull back, and he doesn't, and I'm afraid the ISM nails him. The Scorpion's all alone except for Oxydor. Oh, but he does get the kill on the AMX M451, and that's a Top Gun. 6 kills. But now it's just 2 on 2, and the enemy's got 2 heavies. I think the Scorpion's in a lot of trouble. We're still in reload. I'm going to try and get a shot. Unfortunately, we can't save the Scorpion. The Skoda gets him. And now we're in a position where we're facing 2 enemy heavies. We can possibly damage one of them, but the other one's probably going to get us. So he's trying to pick his angle so he can get a shot. He's firing the armor piercing. Should go straight through the hull of the Skoda. Hello. It does. 512 hit points, but now all he can do is move. And he's going to grapple with the guy. Oh, no, no. He tried very hard to win that game. Somebody put the fire out. That was an incredible game by Oxydor in the Bat Chat 155.55. He got an ace tanker out of that game. Well, he really played his heart out to get the result. He got a Reaper medal for taking down consecutive enemies with consecutive shots. Counter battery fire medal for taking out both enemy Artys, the GW Tiger and the M53, M55. Got a Bruce medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 15. He got a Gauss medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And he also got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And unfortunately, well, the win rate was very good. 6,016, which is super unicum and a lot more. But unfortunately, it is a defeat because, yeah, the team got wiped out at the end and left Oxydor with too much to do all on his own. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in the game was Oxydor with 4,000 hit points of damage, but it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't get the high caliber as well. The second highest damage in the game turned out to be the AMX M451 that he killed near the end of the game. 3,919 hit points of damage went to him. And in third place was the Skoda T56 that he shot at the end of the game, shotgunned him but unfortunately he got the kill on Oksydor. So when it comes to kills, Oksydor got that one too. 6 kills to him, 5 kills to the AMX-M451, 3 kills to the 7032 on his own team, and the ISM on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it's the AMX-M451 who came out on top with 1,218. 1,085 went to the Skoda T56. And in third place was the Chieftain P on the enemy team with 866. And we can see that Oksydor managed to get 739, which is the highest on his team. So he got the top in 2 columns, but missed out on the XP at the end because he didn't win. He fired 17 rounds, so very busy pumping those rounds out as fast as he could to do the maximum damage. And he even used the armor-piercing rounds because he knew they would have a better effect on that AMX-M451 than the HE would. 11 direct hits on the enemy, 4 penetrating shots. 2 of those penetrating shots were on the AMX-M451. 17 splash, damage of 4,000 hit points, of which 3,041 were at more than 300 meters. So just under 1,000 hit points of damage done at close range. He received 1 hit. It was a penetrating shot. It was fatal. That was from the Skoda. 10 enemy vehicles were damaged in that game. 6 were killed to get the top gun. 1,816 hit points of stun assist of 13 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 31,161 credits, including a reward for completion of the battle, and of course the Courageous Resistance Award, because he got an epic and a Battle Hero medal in a losing or drawn game. This one was a loss. But he also got 1,731 XP, and yet again the Courageous Resistance Award. So 2 fine battles by Oksydor, and also by Oxagon. There you go, he's come back up. Incredible games, both ace tanker. Shows you what the top guys at What Arty Noobs can do. They really are that good, these players. So yes, if you ever do get a chance to join in with the training, because Oksydor's joined the training before, and Oxagon supplied the Discord, not the Discord, the TeamSpeak channel, and we also have a Discord channel so we can actually talk either on that one or on TeamSpeak, depending on who has access to it. So if you want to join the What Arty Noobs team Discord channel, just let me know and I'll send you a link so you can join in. But certainly if you do get some training, these guys know everything about Arty. They play Arty a lot. In fact, you'll find that Oxagon and Oksydor both enjoy it a great deal and very, very good. They've got 3 marked Artys on every Arty that you can mark. So yes, they are the top players in the game, or at least they're the top in our group. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.